Hello. Welcome back to school. Okay, so I'm going to do this a little backwards. I'm going to do all the recitation stuff first. And then I'm going to do all the written stuff. So teacher wants to try a new thing. He wants me to get my homework done the day that we actually go through the lessons. He's fine. Well, it's probably a good thing because then I don't fall behind. So we're gonna try this and see if it works. But yeah. So, as far as words and stuff, we're going through constellations. Constellations? I don't know. But it's those things with the stars. Like Taurus and I want to say Agricola, but I don't think that's right. The one that carries water, the crab, the lion, all of those things. This is an area that is like totally new. I only know Leo because that's the birth month or whatever it is that I'm under. But other than that, like I've heard of Cancer, I've heard of Capricorn and Gemini and all this stuff, but I don't know what they are. I don't know what months they fall under or any of that stuff. But I don't need to know exactly what months. I just need to know the sign and then what it like means, like knowing that Leo is lion. So we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna do all the recitation stuff first. I have the recitation rope. I have a pencil. I have the flashcards. These are just the new ones. Seeing as this is all like totally new material, I'm gonna just work on these for flashcards. Recitation questions somewhere around here. I don't know how this is laid out. Yeah, recitation questions, a bunch of drill forms. What else do I have? Copybook, which I love the copybook. I don't care how old you are, you cannot get enough of the copybook. And this one is cool because it has the actual lines, like the 3 lines, the earth, the middle, and then the heavens or something. I don't know. Or the railroad. And then of course the textbook. So I have to do 2 lessons because we did 2 lessons. And apparently my chit-chatting didn't take up enough time. So I need to do 2 lessons of work. Okay, so let's go through. I don't have any of this stuff written out like in a checklist format. I'm in the process of working out something different that I found on the internet. But I'm still putting it together. I'm hoping to like implement it like after we're done with the Prima Latina. And we have 2 units left. We're in unit 4 and we're gonna be done with when we get done with unit 5. So, okay. Oh, okay. So Semper Fidelis. I'll show you the English side. So this is always faithful, which I should be doing this English to Latin, but I'll try to do, actually, let me mix these up. Although technically these are all new, so I don't know how this is going to work. It's really hard when you only have like 14 cards. And I don't think there's any new grammar. Well, there was a grammar thing we did. Oh yeah, that's right. It was antonyms and synonyms were what our grammar covered, but that's not covered in the Latin stuff, but it was covered in the grammar part of our English grammar part of what we're doing. So that was what we did for grammar. Come on. Alright, I'm going to say these are shuffled. Okay. So we're going to do it old-fashioned style. I'm going to look at the English. I'm going to try to do the Latin if I know it or take a stab at it. If I don't, then I'll put it in the wrong pile. And then at the end, I'll just go through the wrong pile until there's no cards in the wrong pile. That's what we're doing. Okay. So the first one is goat. And I'm going to say that's, I don't know. Satan. Nope, that's wrong. That's Capricorn, I think. Yeah, oh my gosh. Capricornus. Why is there a horn on this thing? Capricornus. Do goats have horns? I think they do. I think they have 2 horns. Okay. So that one's going to go in the wrong pile. I should get my little black thing so these things don't fly around. I don't know. Oh, that's in my first form stuff. Oh well. Okay. The next one is crab. Crab is a Cancer. I don't know how I know that, but somehow I know that. Like, that's through osmosis. So that's going to go in the right pile. Literally, it's going in the right pile. It's a pile on the right. Yeah. Always faithful is semper fidelis. Now, is it fidelis? Yes, semper fidelis. And you gotta get your E's and your F and your E correct. Fidelis. Okay, a bull is Taurus, I think. Taurus. Wow. I got it right. Ferdinand the bull, that's what So we were talking about this, and I says, oh, there's a book, it's called, like, Frederick the Bull or something. And I says, yeah, that's in Latin, and I think you can buy it on the internet, like, Ferdinand the Bull. I'm gonna buy that book in Latin. Yeah. And so, I never read it in English, and I don't even know it. Like, I've never heard of it till I ran across it on the internet. Okay, so then we got the twins. Can I just call it, Boaz and Jebel? No? Okay. This one is really, it's, Gemini? Or is it Gemini? Shoot, Gemini. I think it's a Gemini. I need to look at how these things are pronounced. I'm forgetting how to pronounce my G's. Okay, the next one is Scorpion. Scorpion is Scorpianus or something like that. Scorpius. Teacher wouldn't let me have that because I said an N in there. So we're going to put that in the naughty pile. Scorpius. I said Scorpianus, which is not right. Okay, this one I know. Lion. Lion is Leo. So that one goes in the correct pile. And then the ram. Can I say Ramus? I don't know if that's right. Probably not. No. Arias. Arias. I did not know that. Okay. Then the next one is the water carrier. I have no clue what the water carrier is. Aqua. I don't know how to turn a verb into a noun. How do I turn a verb into a noun? Aqua portando. Aqua portandus. I'm making up my own Latin now. No, this one is Aquarius. Seriously? It's just Aquarius? Aquarius. Okay. Well, I got the aqua part correct. So I got half of it. Okay. Scales of justice. I don't know. The lady that has a blindfold on her head with scales in her hands? Libra. Okay. That one I don't know either. Many of these I do not know. So this part is going to be a while. Okay. And then you have the archer. Which, could I say like Archerus? No. Sagittarius. Yeah, that's right. I couldn't say that one. That's why I don't know it. Sagittarius. The fish. I think the fish is Pisces. Pisces. I think this is Pisces. I have not yet heard the video for this lesson, nor have I heard any of the recitation. So I'm going to go off my Latin knowledge and say that this is pronounced peaches. Let's go peaches. But I need to double check that. Or maybe they just want you to learn these in English. I don't know. Oh! Repeat to many people. Repete or something. Repetete. Repetite. Repetite. I don't. Repetite. It is repetite. Okay. And then I think repeat to one person is repete. Because I wanted to know what that was. And I wrote it in my book. Okay. Maiden or virgin? Could this be Virgo? Virgo. Virgo. This is Virgo. Okay. Make sure those I's are correct. Okay, so now we're going to go through all the ones that I don't know. Because these are all the ones that I don't know. And hopefully we can get more of them in the right pile. Okay, the archer. I just dropped my card. I have to make sure that I'm looking at the right side. Okay, the archer is Sagittarius, I think. Sagittarius. Yes, okay, so the archer is Sagittarius. And then the scales of justice is Libra, as opposed to Libra. Okay, and then the water carrier is Aquarius. Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius. Okay. And then the next one is the ram. And I don't know what the ram is. Is it I don't know. It's Aries. Aries. I don't know what the ram is. The ram is going to take a while to ram in my head. Okay. Scorpion is Scorpius. I hope that's right. Scorpius. Yes, Scorpius is scorpion. And then goat. I don't know what a goat is. Oh, that's right. It's Capricornus. And then the twins. I don't know what the twins are either. Oh, that's Gemini. I don't know how to get that one. But I got a whole bunch more put in the right pile. So that's good. Okay, so now I only have 3 cards to go through. And maybe this will work. Maybe this will work. Okay. So. The ram. I don't know what the ram is. I don't know what the ram is. What is the ram? What's the ram? Can I see on the other side? And teacher's like yelling up his like, no! No. I don't know. I think I can, but I don't know. Of course, I got messed up eyes, so you don't want to trust anything I see. And it's not in Braille, so I can't feel it, which is like a bummer. I don't know what a ram is. We're gonna look. Arius. Arius ram. Arius ram. Arius ram. Arius ram. Put that in the naughty pile. Malus pile. Okay, the goat. Shoot. I don't know what the goat is. Is it the one that's oh, it's the one that has a corn in it. Capricornus. Capricornus. Let me see. Capricornus. Yes. Capricornus is the goat. I got a horn in my head. Okay. I just looked at the English side or the Latin side, so I saw the G. This is Gemini. I'll put it in the wrong pile. I gotta see. Hey, look at that. There's 2 eyes in this word. I can use that for my twins. Wow. Awesome. Okay, there's 2 eyes, and eyes are twins. And twins are 2. And most people have 2 eyes. Okay. So we're going to do the twins and the ram. We're going to get this nailed down. We're down to 2 cards. So it's I don't know if it's a 50-50. I don't know. Okay. We're going to do the ram. No, that's the twins. The twins is Gemini. Actually, this would be Gemini. Gemini. Because they're like Latinized words, I think. Gemini. Although I should probably look into the history of these things. Okay. Then we have the inevitable ram. Aureus, I think. Arias. Arias. I'm giving myself that one. I don't know how else I could, like, practice with just one card. Okay. So, that is the flashcards. That's like, you know how up on the top of my book I have, like, a copybook and recitations and intro to LA and stuff. That's what these are. So I'm gonna mark that down. So let me mark that down, and then I can mark that down. Okay, I think it's recording. I did not see that orange. It's horrible. Okay, so I realized something. I did the flashcards for lesson 16 and 17. I hope I don't get in trouble. Okay, so I'm gonna now move on to the Pater Noster, which is the Latin prayer. I only have to do the first part, and I'm not gonna add. Oops, sorry guys. I don't want to add the mea culpa, mea culpa, amici. I only have to do the first part. So, I'm going to do the first part, which is the Lord's Prayer from Matthew 6. Oh, I said Matthew 4. Well, Matthew 4, 5, and 6 kind of all go together. Okay, so we are going to do a quick recitation of the Lord's Prayer of the first line in Latin so that I can learn how to pray the Lord's Prayer in Latin. And then I'll have it learned in 3 languages: English, German, which is currently I use, and then Latin. So that'll be cool. Okay, so the Lord's Prayer, the part that I need to know is Pater Noster qui es in celis. Qui es. And that's the other thing. You got to make sure not to put the st on there. It just s, because we're talking to one person, singular. One person, singular. Thou, Pater. Okay. So I don't say anything on the cross. It's just fun to feel. Okay. Pater Noster, qui es in celis. This is gonna be so fun. Pater Noster, qui es in celis. This is gonna be more fun than the table thing. Pater Noster, qui es in celis. Unfortunately, it's gonna take 2 units to get through it. Pater Noster, qui es in celis. But it's going to be fun because it's the Lord's Prayer. Pater Noster, qui es in celis. I won't be saying anything between all the rest of these. It'd be kind of funny if I did. Pater Noster, qui es in celis. 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 Am I reciting this wrong? Hold on, I just need to check something. I don't want to lose my thing. Is that an S? That's the... I see that there's an S. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. I thought I was just making up my own Latin thing there for a moment. Okay. Pater noster, qui es in celis. 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 There's a lot of beads on here. Pater noster, well, these are knots, really. Qui es in celis. Pater noster, 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 qui es in celis. I forget where I left. My hand slipped. Pater noster, qui es in celis. Now we're on the last one. Pater noster, qui es in celis. And then you're at the cross. Because all your prayers should lead you to the cross. Okay. So that is the prayer bit for this chapter. This is chapter 16. So I'm going to mark that off. Okay. So I'm going to run through the recitation questions, which should be pretty simple. I should probably put on marks so I don't go past where we need to go. Because I always don't know when to stop. Okay, so we did that. I don't think we need to do that one because we haven't got there yet. Yeah, I don't think we've done that top one. So I think let's stop at the bottom of the page. Okay. So I don't know. No, I don't have it marked in here. There were some points in, I think I wrote it in the actual hard copy. I wrote in there like when to review the other prayers, because I do need to review those. Okay, and then for the other set, I need to mark off, let's see, do we do 16 and 17? I don't know. Hold on, I can't read these answers to know we're flipping. Okay, we did that one. The adjective, we did that one. Conjunction. Okay, so we didn't do that one, so I'm gonna go. There, that'll tell me to stop. Okay, so I have my hash marks made in, so I know when to stop until we learn new material for these. Then I'll have to erase them. So this is 17. No, this is 16. Okay. Actually, I'm going to need you guys to help me read, because it's just easier that way. None of this is in Braille, so I can't do it that way. At least not right now. Okay. There are 20... I almost said 27. There are 26 letters. No. Let me try this again. Recitemus. There are 25 letters in the Latin alphabet. There are absolutely no letters missing from the Latin alphabet. But if you compared it to, say, the French alphabet, the letter W is missing. There are 5 Latin vowels, and they are A, E, I, O, U. Salve magistra is how you say hello to a female teacher. Salve magister is how you say hello to a male teacher. Which again, I need to double check. I need to double check my G's because I'm starting to mess those up royally. Does the letter J sound like in Latin? It sounds like a Y sound, or the letter Y. Oh, so I don't worry about that. Oh, it's getting close to my bedtime. Let's see. Yeah, the sun is on the other side, so yeah, it's getting close to my bedtime. But we're gonna get done with our homework. Okay, so the verb finder sentence is can I blank? The verb that doesn't show the verb that doesn't show an action is called an invisible verb. The Latin verbs currently are ending in the letter O. And then the Latin nouns are currently ending in the letter A. And then a word that comes out of Latin that is an English word is called a derivative. And then sedete is how you say sit down to many people, and sede is how you say sit down to one person. And then the counting to 10 in Latin, unus, duo, tres, quator, quinque, sex, septem, octo, novem, decem. And then September, October, November are the words that, like, they're the months that take on Latinized words or something, or numbers. I'm really messing that up. It's getting late. Okay. The Latin pronoun endings go on the end of verbs. And then the Latin pronoun endings and their equivalents in English are OST, mustis, nt, and their English things are I, thou, he, she, it, we, ye, they, or you. But it's ye. If you want to be very formal about it, it's ye. Because ye is the noun form. That doesn't make sense. That makes no sense. It's the nominative form. That's what it is. Okay. So, going on to the English parts of speech, or parts of speech. Where are they? Okay, so the word that shows an action is a verb, and the word that is a person, place, or thing is a noun, and the noun that names a specific person, place, or thing is a proper noun, and the noun that names a general person, place, or thing it's a common noun. And then the part of speech that shows relationship is that's a preposition. And then the part of speech that shows it can be used in place of a noun is a pronoun. Yeah. Okay. And then the other one is the English word, the part of speech that modifies or describes a noun or a proper noun is I don't know. Let me think. It's an adjective. I think. It is an adjective. Okay. That's a weird word. And then the part of speech that modifies or describes a verb is an adverb. And that one is correct because it has the word verb right in it. Okay, and then that's where I stop because that is where my hash marks are. Right there. Okay, so I'm going to mark this off that I did this for chapter 16. I don't know why I keep saying 17, but it's 16. Okay, so that is marked off on the top of lesson 16, I think. Is that 16? Yes. Okay. Making sure we're on the right lesson. Okay, so all of that, copybook, I still have to do vocab drills, that's written work. The intro LA is written, but other than that, everything else there is done. Additional recitation from the book here. We have say each vocabulary word and its meaning 5 times. Practice your pronunciation, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, we're going to go to the vocab word list. And I'm going to grab the recitation rope if I can find it. Oh no. I lost a vital tool for my Latin studies. Okay. Luckily I only need the first part of this thing. Okay, so we're gonna go through, Aquarius, water carrier. 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 And then you're at the big one. Okay, the next one Ooh, it's the one that I could never get. Arius. Ram. Arius. Ram. Arius. Ram. Arius. Ram. Arius. Ram. And then you're at the big one. And then the next one is Cancer or hold on. That's an E. Concher. I think it's Concher. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. We're going to do a little bit of digging around in the first unit. Ooh, I was going to say, I don't know what those are. It must have been a fun thing. Oh my gosh. Is that thing looking up? It's hard to tell. But it looks like they're singing. They might be singing. Consonants here. Okay, the letter C is soft before E, I, A, E, and O, E. Like in ch. Okay, so there's a letter E there. And it says ch when it's before an E. So we go back to this word and we say concher. Crab. Okay. Grab the recitation rope. Okay. Concher crab. Concher crab. Concher crab. Concher crab. Concher crab. It said practice your pronunciation. Okay. Then the next one, we have Capricornus, which is goat. Okay, I need to find my 4, 5. Capricornus. I gotta figure with stress. Capricornus. Capricornus. I think it's Capricornus. What do you guys think? Okay. Capricornus. A goat. Oh my gosh. Capricornus. Goat. Capricornus. Goat. Capricornus. Goat. Capricornus. Goat. And then you're at the big one. And then the next one, it's Gemini. Gemini. E. Gemini. Gemini. And this one is also the same way as the Concher, because it's got the C and the R. And this one it's an E. And this one has a G and an E, and it follows the same rule as a C. So this is not G, but it's J. Okay, so Gemini. Twins. Oh, it's plural. Gemini twins. Gemini twins. Gemini twins. Gemini twins. And then you're at the big one. And then the last one is really easy. Virgo. Maiden, virgin. 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 And then you're at the big one. Okay. So that concludes, I think. Oh, hold on. I gotta see what else. I have to mark that box off. Okay. So this one, he says I don't have to do it because it requires looking at bumper stickers. And people would think I'm really weird if I'm looking at bumper stickers, looking for a Latin word that says Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi. Yeah. So then it says, say the Marine Corps motto when you see it. Okay, so that's that's part of that, I think. New prayer. Bold part 5 times. Okay, this is going to be quick and easy. It's going to be quick and easy. Because I just recited it about 50 plus times. So there's going to be no problems reciting this. There might be a problem with finding the... There it is. Okay. Pater noster, qui es in celis. 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 I hope I don't have to do the English. Our Father which art in heaven. 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 I don't know how I learned that in English. I don't know. Must have been reading through scripture or something. Okay. So that concludes all of the recitation for this chapter. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the next chapter and do all the recitation for that one right now. So, yeah. Okay. We did the flashcards. We don't need to do that. Let's go through the grammar. Let's go through the grammar recitation thing. I gotta find it though. So if we get through all the recitation stuff, then I can focus really hard on my written stuff. I can get it all done, and then I can crawl into bed. Because I didn't get much sleep last night. Okay. Recitation questions. So we have there are 25 letters in the Latin alphabet. Oh my gosh. And then there's no letters that are missing. But if you compare it to the German alphabet, the letter W is missing. And then there are 5 vowels. And the vowels are A, E, I, O, U. And then, I don't know where my thing is. I probably ran off the screen there. Sorry. And then Salve Magistra is hello to a female teacher. Salve Magister is hello to a male teacher. I think we got that down. I don't know if the next one has recitation questions or not. I don't know. The letter J sounds like a Y sound. Ow. I got a kink in my neck and it really, really hurts. Let me get my kink out. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so, the letter J makes a Y sound. Did I say that Salve Magister is hello to a male teacher? I know I said Salve Magistra is hello to a female teacher, but Salve Magister is hello to a male teacher. I'm going to turn on this light so the shadow is not in the way. Okay, we have light. Unfortunately, I can't see. Does that really matter? I don't think it does. Okay. Let's see. The verb finder sentence is can I blank. The verb that doesn't show an action, doesn't always show an action, is a, what is it called? It's an invisible verb. And then the verbs are ending in O for the most part, at least up to this point in the lesson, in the recitation. And the nouns are ending in A, again, up to whatever lesson or week this is. Latin. Okay, what do you two? Okay, so the English word that comes out of a Latin word is called a derivative. That's worded really long. Sede is how you say sit down for more than one people. And then, oh wait, I think I messed up. Sedete is how you say sit down to more than one person. Sede is how you say sit down to one person. Yeah, I will get that straightened out around somewhere. Okay, counting in Latin is unus, duo, tres, quator, quinque, sex, septem, octo, novem, decem. And then the 4 months that take Latin numbers are September, October, November, and December. Latin pronouns are stuck on the end of verbs. And the Latin pronouns with their verb English equivalents are ost, mustis, nt, and they are in English I, thou, he, she, it, we, ye, they. And flip the page over. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Oh, there's that. Okay. So, a verb is an action word, and a person, place, or thing is a noun. And a noun that names a specific person, place, or thing is, it's a proper noun. And then, like, the other noun that is, like, not proper is a common noun. I probably really messed that up. The part of speech that shows relationship is preposition. And then the part of speech is used in place of a noun. Pronouns is used in place of a noun. Yeah. And then, the word that modifies a noun or pronoun, or modifies or describes a noun or a pronoun is an adjective. And then the part of speech that modifies or describes a verb is an adverb. And I think that's it for that. So that is the recitation part of it. Let me mark that off real quick. Oh wait, no, never mind. I found it. All right. We are going to see what else we can nail down. We did that. Oh, we could do the new prayer. Let's do the new prayer. Let's do the 5 times. And then I can, like, close the book or something. And then I'll do the regular, like, the big prayer, the meditation prayer, whatever. Okay. So the words are sanctificator nomen tuum. which is hallowed be thy name. Alright, so we're going to recite that 5 times, and we're going to get this done. I'm going to put you guys down. My hand needs a break. Okay. Sanctificat... I can't say the word. Sanctificator. Sanctificator nomen tuum. 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 And then you're at the big one. Okay, so for the big recitation prayer, I'm going to do the first part and the second part, because that's how you put this stuff together. They're like little beads, and you got to string them on a pearly necklace, and it's going to be really, really pretty. Okay, so the first part of the Lord's Prayer with the second part, I'm going to turn off this light. Okay, so that is going to be Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificator nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Is there a way I can like speed this up a little faster? Oh my gosh. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. I'm gonna speed this up. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis. I'm going to go back one because I don't know what beat I left off on. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. And then you're at the cross again. Okay, so that concludes the prayer on the recitation roll. So I think that can go. I think there's another recitation, like, somewhere in here, but I don't know where it is. Let me move that I'm done with. Yeah, I think it's here. I think I have to say the table thing. It says practice the table thing. Well, the table blessing. He says 3 times. So, I need to say the table thing 3 times. And then I need to write it out and translate it. So, we're gonna say the table thing 3 times. If I remember, I will try to put up the words. Okay. Because I don't know. I don't have a text. Well, yeah. I'm just going to recite it 3 times. I think if you look up table blessing or Benedict Domine Nos in Google, you should be able to find the text. I don't know if I'm going to have enough energy to go through and put in all the text and things for you guys. But it's in like other recitations from like last week or something. So just look at those if you want to know what the text is. Okay. So the table thing. Oremus. Benedict Domine Nos et haec wait, I'm on the 3rd one. I'm on the 2nd one, which has a group of 3. Okay. Benedict Domine Nos et haec tua dona quaede tua largitate sumus sumpturi per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Benedict Domine Nos et haec tua dona. Let me do this one again. Benedict Domine Nos et haec tua dona quaede tua largitate sumus sumpturi per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Benedict Domine Nos et haec tua dona quaede tua largitate sumus sumpturi per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. It sounds really weird. Like, I don't know. I'm going to run through it a good 5 and get it like more familiarized in my tongue because it still sounds really weird. Okay. Benedict Domine Nos et haec tua dona. Okay. Benedict Domine Nos et haec tua dona quaede tua largitate sumus sumpturi per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Benedict Domine Nos et haec tua dona quaede tua largitate sumus sumpturi per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Benedict Domine Nos et haec tua dona quaede tua largitate sumus sumpturi per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Benedict Domine Nos et haec tua dona quaede tua largitate sumus sumpturi per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Benedict Domine Nos et haec tua dona quaede tua largitate sumus sumpturi per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. And then you're at the big one. Okay, so I think that concludes all the recitation for the stuff that I need to do. I hope I didn't forget anything. I think I got through everything. So now, I'm gonna do all the written work, and I might come back and do a quick overview of what I did, but I don't know. But we'll see. If I don't, I'm gonna say, oh shoot, I forget how to say it. Valete, amici. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget, ring the notification bell for all notifications.